if he can respond. Hey, can you... Oh, man. 807-2492. I almost gave them my old job's phone number. Wrong person! Yeah. All right, let me see if I can get Mo to call in. And I'm Facebook Live right now? Okay. Hello, hello, everyone. Let me turn off my volume. And let me share this. Sorry, guys, my guest is running a little late. I'm going to try to see if I can get my one friend Mo, who sells CBD oil, to call in as of right now. What am I going to... Are you guys, one of you guys, going to hopefully go downstairs when Brett's here? I don't... Okay. Well, I will let you know the best when I find out. How about that? I'm just going to see if I can get Mo to call in shortly so we can just keep... Well, we have like another 3 more minutes, Dad. Okay. I will do my best. I could talk about who my sponsors are. Let me open that up then. Wish I could print this out versus keeping it on my phone. There's no way to print here. Y'all don't have a printer? You don't have a printer? Alright, it's not my fault. Hush. It's not funny. It really isn't. Not necessarily. Oh my god. Don't act like I haven't done that before, okay? It's not my fault. I have a best friend, okay? Yes, she is. Ashley's from she's from South Carolina. She has an accent. Trust me, she does. Oh my god, thank you. Okay, Mo is going to call in. Mo's gonna hold us over. I really hope that, you know, Brett is okay. um, that was me. Okay, I think that's Mo calling, guys. All right. Hello.
Hey, this is Mo Life in Los Angeles.
Hello, Mo. I'm so glad actually to have you here. I apologize for the little short notice as well. Um, my guest is running late. I think they might just be stuck in traffic, and I'm going to start the show a little bit with you. We'll promote everything we got for you. You can talk a little bit about the drink. We can talk a little bit about that. Whatever you want to promote, any way I can help you. And yeah, I mean, go from there. I just want to keep my show, where I have topics and guests lined up, and you're an awesome one to fulfill that. So I appreciate you really calling in like that after I sent you that text.
Yeah, I just got a couple minutes ago, so I'm like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, no, I surely hope. I hope my guest is okay. I know they were driving here, so I don't know if the weather pushed them back or anything, but I really appreciate you calling in, Mo. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, so you ready? You getting ready to start, guys? Cool. All right. I need to lean this against something. I'll just put that there.
Yeah, it's Kelly Pickler. You're listening to the DJ Dani Show.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Today is Tuesday, January 9th, 2019. Welcome to the DJ Danny Show on HamiltonRadio.net, stream HR2. I'm your host, DJ Danny. Joined right now, as of right now, my one guest is a little bit probably caught in traffic. His name is Eidmann, and hope you hear a little bit later. But I have actually an amazing person on the phone. I have Mo Life. And Mo, why don't you just give a little bit of information, who you are, where you're from, and then we can get into more stuff.
Yes, thank you for having me today. My name is Mo Life. I'm in Los Angeles. My background is United States Marine Corps. I was stationed out at Camp Pendleton, California. I'm very passionate about helping veterans. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm currently working on multiple projects, and I have an island energy drink. It's a natural, organic drink, and it's a healthy alternative compared to some of the other drinks and stuff that are out there on the market. I'm also an executive producer of a new movie coming soon.
Oh my gosh, look
The
at
name
you.
of it, yes, yes, yes.
Keep it coming, Mo. Come on. What else you got?
Like I said, I'm an executive producer of a new movie. The name of it is called Dark Push. It's going to be starring ED. He's a Jamaican Hollywood actor. Also, he's a dance hall celebrity music artist. And it's going to be directed by music engineer and producer Q Million. He recently has been nominated for a Grammy Award, which will be here in LA next month. So we're hyped up as far as that, and that will help us to bring more heat to the project. And so we got a lot of exciting things going on. I'm ready to catapult and propel forward in 2019.
Well, let me tell you this. First of all, I want to say thank you for your service, for being a veterinarian. Vet, a veteran. Oh, goodness gracious. You know what I meant, a veteran and everything that you did. We truly appreciate it. Again, I know I did meet you as well as our one sponsor, Armed Forces Entertainment. And you tuned in that one time, and I do appreciate you tuning in there. Okay, guys, stop laughing at me. I didn't mean to call a veterinarian. I'm sorry, Mel.
It's okay. We all know what you were saying. You were saying veteran.
Yeah. Yes. Well, like I said, we do appreciate you for your service. And I think I honestly would not have met you if it wasn't for Armed Forces Entertainment. Just having their one guest when it was the sports show that we had here with Troy Drayton, Jimmy Quadrazo, and Etta. Within that situation, that's how I first met you. You commented, and then we grew from that. So I think that was definitely meant to be.
Yes, yes. You have some very professional people, on your show. I had tuned in also. I remember there was a professional football player.
Troy Drayton.
And I was like, wow. Yeah, I was like, what kind of radio show is this? I was like, let me comment in here, show some love and stuff. And then you got back to me and you followed up with me, and it was like a natural connection from off the top.
Well, first of all, you were like, can I call you? And I was like, I don't know. Can you? It's like a situation when somebody randomly messages you that. It's like, what do you exactly want to talk about? Why do you want to call me? So, I mean, getting into more of your profile and what you do, especially with CBD, also becoming a billionaire and helping everyone that you can and reach out that way with your new film. You have a lot of out branches as well into that industry, and I got to give you a lot of props for that, because that can be very crazy, stressful, and you're taking it like a champ.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Dani, for your kind words. It's all about networking. You have to network, and I think luck is being at the right place at the right time.
Oh, well, most definitely it is. And I think that luck was you commenting on that post, and here we are now. You're going to be doing big things here with Hamilton Radio, right? What is he going to be helping us
Yes,
with?
yes, without a question.
Go on, Dad. You can contribute.
No, I was just going to say, yeah. Hey, Mo, welcome to our show, DJ Danny Show. This is Doc G. We're excited. We're going to be working with Mo a lot on his products and programs and whatever he wants to throw at me. He knows that we'll give it a good shot and see where it goes.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think that's awesome. Brett wants to know if you can add him on when you can on Facebook, and he'll message you when he's here.
Okay, yeah.
He said there was just an accident and everything on the side. But everything's okay, and we got a good show right now. I mean, we have Mo here. So, Mo, a lot of stuff that you're doing. I know we talked about a little bit, like from, being a veteran to where you are now. What about in that situation of like starting off after being a veteran? What was your next step? Was it trying to push and make some money? How did you get into the millionaire kind of thing, or reach for it?
That's a good question. I'm glad you asked me that, because that is something that all veterans go through as far as transitioning from military life into civilian life.
Of course.
And so, I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do. I knew that business entrepreneurship is definitely the route that I wanted to go, but I wasn't in a position to maybe just to pursue that at that time. So, I searched for work and stuff like that, and one of my cousins, he had a barbecue and grill, and it was in the summertime. He wanted to, get his business going, and he asked me to help him.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm not really maybe passionate so much about this business, but it is business, and it's a way to make money doing what we love to do and having fun doing it. So I did that with him. And meanwhile, I had in the back of my mind what I really wanted to do. And so I wanted to give back to an organization that was so near and dear to my heart and that I received so much from. So I wanted to give something back. So I was talking to a mentor of mine, and he was mentioning to me about, doing something in the veteran population. He kind of like helped me to figure out what is it that I love and that I'm passionate about. He didn't tell me like what to do. So of course I'm passionate about health and wellness and exercise, and also giving back to veterans. So I just kind of positioned myself in a way where I could give back in that way. And so I do know what it's like to be homeless, starving, and broke. And that's a lot of pressure, even as a homeless veteran. And so if I could give hope and inspiration to that group in the population and help them to, like, give them a help up as far as with housing, refer them to resources that maybe they don't even know that exist. And once you get on your feet, now those who choose maybe an entrepreneur route or a business entrepreneur route, versus maybe going to college or a trade school or something like that, we could work together and create, Yeah.
You see that big picture though, with everything, especially because you jumped in on it and he showed you some ropes, and it's something that you enjoyed to do. Was it something that you didn't feel like pressured or anything because you got good feelings from it and everything?
Yeah, I did. I didn't know exactly how it was all going to happen, but that was the energy that I put out into the universe. And then I'm still networking with people and talking to people. And then I ran across an entrepreneur, and he sold used cars. He lives in Queens, New York, and I was in Michigan at the time, and he would commute from New York City to Michigan, and the cars that he would purchase, he would buy them from an auction in New York City. And in New York City, you guys don't put salt down. Like in Michigan, we put salt down, and then the salt, that's what eats the cars and causes all the rust and everything.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I've heard of that. Yeah. Well, does Jersey do that? I don't. I have
I'm
no
not
idea.
sure in Jersey, but Jersey isn't that far away. I mean, it's like once you get
Maybe
through
it's the
Jersey, it's like an
same.
hour coming through Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
and you're at the George Washington Bridge, right?
Craziness. Well, you know what? I think it's amazing with what you're doing and pursuing. Why don't
Mm.
you give us a little bit information about this new film you're working on? Anything you can
Okay,
release or talk about?
I can't say a whole lot about it. I
That's
mean,
fine.
it's
Don't get in
still
trouble.
the script is finished
Okay.
and it's been submitted for registration and stuff. But I will say this, um, it's a love and romance film. Okay, and so he's gonna be starring in the movie, and he's an Uber driver, and so he meets this lady, through driving, and then they start dating, and she has an ex-boyfriend, and he's really like kind of like psycho, he's stalking her and all this kind of stuff, kind of crazy stuff that happens when
Is it
say
kind of
a
like
woman
you
doesn't want,
or not
huh?
really? Is it kind of like you? You the TV show, it was on like Lifetime and now it's on Netflix, or have you heard of that? It's called You.
I
It's based
haven't
off the
seen
book.
that one,
Oh,
and I
it's
haven't
so
heard of that
good.
one yet.
Okay, well, it's good. It's stalkerish, but it's good.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a little bit kind of what I can tell you about it, and so it's love and romance, and also Mo Life is going to be in the movie too. I'm gonna have a role in there, and also we'll have the Island Energy drink at some point
Okay.
during the
Oh,
movie.
somebody's gonna
I'm going to
drink it?
crack open,
Gonna
yeah, Island
advertise?
Energy drink for promotion and advertising.
Well, I think that's awesome. I still want everyone here tuning in right now to know more about the Island Energy Drink, where they can purchase it. And then, I'll also say afterwards that we thank you so much for also being one of our, sponsors here at the station. And any way we can help you promote yourself, we'd like to promote your drink, as you know. And I'd like to also give it to some of my guests. We have a lot of hosts here that would probably drink it. And every time they drink it, they have to promote it. We can make it like, obviously it should be something that they do right after, but some people would just look at it as a free thing and not. So if you send it over, we can type up something where as you drink this, you promote it on your show, talk about it, tell people where they get it from and stuff like that. And I think that would only be fair too, you get the promotion versus just drinking a drink and, you know.
Absolutely.
So we got to make it easy both ways. But make sure you get the
Okay.
promotion for it and get those sales up. Hamilton Radio's got this, and we're going to blow it up this year in 2019. And I'm sure you love that attitude too, Mo.
I already know. I know how you get down, Dani. I know you're gonna blow this up.
I
You
am.
know.
I am dying to drink it. You know how many times you keep talking about it, and I'm just like, why don't I have it in my hand now? Like, where is this amazing drink that I was promised?
It's on its way to you. You get it real soon.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. And I mean, just with everything that you are promoting and doing is just amazing in general. Give us a little information about what this energy drink is and why you first got started with it.
Okay. Well, what this energy drink is it's a alternative health drink to the other energy drinks that are out there on the market, which there are lots of energy drinks. But what makes this one different is that it has no artificial sugar.
Okay.
It has no chemicals in it. Okay, it's sweetened with organic agave, so it doesn't spike blood sugar levels. It does have 80 milligrams of natural caffeine in it. It's boosted with B vitamins for long-lasting energy with no crash and no aftertaste.
Now,
And it
when
has
you...
a platinum taste. You can actually taste the crisp apple in it. It's
Oh my
natural.
gosh.
Okay, this energy drink
Mm-hmm.
is made in the USA, but it has a recipe that was born in the Caribbean. So it actually has real Jamaican Caribbean ingredients in it. So you can actually get like a taste of Jamaica, in U.S. Destinations.
I think, with that and everything, I am am dying to drink it, as of well everyone else is. I have a couple of my friends that are tuning in, and they're like, "That sounds good." I know my best friend would drink it. What I want to know, what do you mean by no crash exactly? I mean, does it really have any caffeine in it? Is it 0% caffeine? What would you mean in that state of no crash?
Okay, it's similar to like 1 cup of coffee, but it doesn't give you like the jitters. I don't know if you've experienced that. Like if you drink something, say even coffee, and it has a lot of caffeine in it, you kind of like have this nervousness or something, kind of like jittery feeling. Or I don't know if you've ever been on you had an energy drink, and like you're coming down
Okay.
off of the energy, and it's like you just kind of just crash. It doesn't have that effect on you.
More of the energy drinks that I've had, like Monster, or I tried Red Bull once. I hate it. I guess it's more of a situation where, like, drinking it, it has a weird taste. And then when you're drinking it, you feel kind of like that energy push. But, like, I guess after drinking it, maybe it is like a sort of little crash. Like, you feel, well, it's not like you feel tired, but you feel like the energy, is it like the energy's pushing you? Is it like you're going down? Like, I'm still kind of, all energy drinks are different. I know that too.
Yeah, that was a good way to explain it. That's how that experience, what I was trying to describe. That's the feeling that I'm talking about. You don't have that with this drink. And I think it's even good for students, people who are studying, they have to stay up, drink one island, and it's going to give you like 4 hour energy.
Wow. Well, I mean, why don't we? You should push yourself. Why don't you put all your promotion where people could follow you right now, so they can get more information on this new film coming out, more promotions for where they can purchase CBD from you.
Yes, I haven't mentioned the CBD yet, but as far as the links that you can check out the Island Energy Drink, it's islandenergydrink.com. Also, we have a Facebook page, Island Energy Drink. Those are good sources. Also, we have ariesun.com. That's ARIESUN.com. There'll be more content and information about the Island Energy Drink. As far as where can you get Island Energy Drink, it's in several stores, possibly near you. We have stores in New York City, Miami, Atlanta, and also Los Angeles. And we're on Amazon. So it can be ordered on Amazon by the case.
Why don't, when we
For free
actually
shipping.
start pushing your drink here in Hamilton Radio, we can try to push it in grocery stores or, well, yeah, grocery stores is what you're looking for, right? Because liquor stores would be if you're trying to do a chaser, and sometimes a chaser with a drink isn't always that.
Yes, that's exactly right. I mean, I'm the sales director, so my whole mission is to move it in high volume and mass distribution and name brand stores, such as grocery stores, Target, Walmart, or Rite Aid,
Ooh, okay.
Walgreens,
Walgreens.
7-Eleven.
Mm-hmm. 7-Eleven, I can see. I mean, I have all that stuff around my house anyway, so kind of would be nice, to just go there and get my daily fix if I need to. And then
Yes.
when we get it in stores and stuff, maybe you can always do, I know a lot of companies like to do, like, I guess, is it like 25 cents or something off a can to try to help your sales with that. So if you do coupons and stuff, that would help.
Yes.
And work your way up, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and here in the U.S., we have a lot of stores. I mean, it's over 190,000 name brand stores,
Yeah, there is. I mean, even the mall alone, just with their own places that they have, if they can get it in where they have like the Red Bulls and stuff, even it's like Starbucks, I think even has Red Bull. So put it right next to that, and it's like healthier anyways. Doesn't shoot your immune system down and give you a whole bunch of sugar and kind of kill you.
Yeah, that would be an alternative choice, to give people an option, to have an all-natural energy drink. This is the best tasting all-natural energy drink on the planet.
Wow, Mo. Well, I really do appreciate you calling in and helping me in every way that you can. I look forward to doing a lot more business with you and everything as well. And I mean, thank you so much. And I'll speak with you later. And I'll do your promotion for your energy drink a little bit later during the show as well, so I can help sponsor you as well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Dani, for having me on your show today.
You are very welcome, Mo, and I appreciate you as well. Give out your information one more time where people can contact you, please.
Yes, islandenergydrink.com. Also, we're on Amazon.com. And another link for you is ariesun.com. That's ARIESUN.com.
Okay, thank you so very much, Mel. We look forward to working with you here at Hamilton Radio. Like I said, we're going to build up and blow away 2019 with you as well.
It's go time, Dani.
It is. Keep that energy up. That's all my show is about. You can feel the energy just boosting. So, yes.
Yes. Live up the vibes with the island.
Well, thank you so much. And we're excited to try your drink as well.
Okay. Awesome.
Thank you. All right, guys. I was just told that my guest will be here shortly. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. I harassed the heck out of you. I feel so bad. You're probably like, oh, my gosh, this person. Was everything okay, though? Did you get in an accident?
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Scared me. I was like, he's not responding, and I hate bothering people when they're driving. You know, it's not
It was a mess.
something that I want to push myself to do. So,
I'm not using it.
can he use one of the earphones? Is it this one?
Yeah. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you
I
so
am-
much for being here.
I am sorry that I'm late.
It's-
It's a terrible thing to be late, but I left in plenty of time. And of course, there has to be a huge accident out on the turnpike, and plus horrible weather.
yeah, I was
And,
like, drive safe. Is it still raining, too?
Yes.
Yeah.
On and off.
Well, I really do appreciate you being here. It's okay. We can go a little bit later anyways, because this is all about promoting you as well.
Oh,
you know?
thank you.
So why don't we start a little bit, because I know more of you as an actor as well with everything you did and the magic cookie on Nickelodeon Sports.
Oh, okay.
I showed him that. I was like,
Go get your cookie.
And did you
Yeah.
do the voiceover for that?
No,
Okay. See? I told you he didn't.
just the coach.
Okay. Why did it sound like it was the voiceover?
I don't know.
You might need to listen to it. Are you sure?
I will go
Okay.
back and listen to it.
I'm like, I swear when I heard it, I was like, is that him doing the voices? Like the voiceover of it? Like,
I mean,
explain
I've
it?
heard I sound like the guy like Michael Kay from the Yankees,
Okay.
one of the Yankee announcers. But I don't know. I don't know who did the voiceover for the
Nickelodeon
Nickelodeon piece. But
So you are a comedian.
yes.
What do you have for us?
What, do you want me to do a whole routine? No,
You
no,
can
no.
do whatever you
No,
like.
none-
Try to make me laugh.
try
I was
to make
upset
you-
because I didn't know where you were.
Oh well,
You
I-
worried me. My
well,
heart was racing.
All right. Well,
Started the show
that's-
without you. No, you're good.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. I've been a comedian for a long time and done stand up, and I still do improv and sketch stuff and write and perform all over the place. And it's a really interesting business. It's even more interesting now in a negative way because of political correctness is really, really doing a number on comedians. And I know the last show that I did, I felt uncomfortable.
So do you do political stuff or no?
No, but
Sometimes it's just too much.
yeah, it's yeah, we're overloaded with the political stuff.
It can be.
I mean, I said one or two things about it, and then I had to move on, you know, and it was just wasn't really taking a side, you know, and you know, you take a side, you know, forget it. You're gonna, you know, people walking out, you know, maybe half of your audience is gonna leave,
Yeah,
or
that-
maybe more than you. Could be 60%.
One person just staying in the audience like, woohoo, I love political. That's it. That's all you get.
Yeah. So I was doing stuff that was edgy and was okay a few years ago, and now it's not okay. You know, people you don't know who to make fun of. Everybody's super sensitive.
Oh my gosh. Tell me about it.
And,
Serious. It's all over your dash on Facebook too.
Yes, I mean, there's
Like
things
you
that
don't know what to look at.
Yeah, so yeah. Sometimes I'll put a comment up there that I think is harmless, And then all of a sudden, out of the woodwork, people are coming, "Oh, that's
But,
offensive," and
yep.
I'm like, "Oh, really? You're offended at that?"
Like, how do you know? Yep.
You know, and then there's things I write that I say, "You better not put this up on Facebook because it's just going to cause a storm." And so you got to be careful. And if you have people that are looking at Facebook, you know, that could possibly hire you for something, and they see something that they don't approve of, you may not get the job.
That could, yeah, that's true. Well, that's another reason why I say don't let your employers find your social media,
But they can find it.
but don't add them. Block them.
Oh, right. So yeah, I mean, there's a way. I mean, I know when people go for interviews with real jobs, that they do look at your social media and they do look at your Twitter. They and I think they just want to check you out to make sure that you're not a nut.
That's true. Or too much.
Yeah, or you're the other way, the opposite of what they are, and they may say, what, I don't want to deal with this guy because he's to the right or he's to the left, and I don't I just don't know how much tolerance people have for different
So
points
with
of view.
your comedy and stuff that you do, what do you try to base it off of?
I try to base it off of things that are in reality, like things that just happen. And there's also a lot of stuff that was in my act that was just nonsense, made up scenarios.
That's the best.
Yeah, but it's not as rewarding when it's a real situation.
Mm-hmm.
So in moving forward, I said, if it's not based in a reality, if it's not real, then don't do it. Because if you've experienced what you're talking about and you've been there and you could really sell it. If you are making something up, it's hard to sell as much. And that's an objection that I have with some of the comedians that I've watched, where I say, you know what, I don't buy it. And maybe somebody else does buy it, but for me, I listen to somebody and I'm like, I don't know, that's kind of stretching a little bit, and sometimes people will be along for the ride and sometimes people won't.
That's very true. What about who you look up to? Like, who first got you started in what you do for comedy? Who was, like, your inspirations?
I think the first person that I really, really loved was John Belushi. My dad was watching SNL in 1975 when it first went on
Who
the
was
air.
not born.
Well, that was the golden years of SNL. It was incredible. I mean, really, really.
Probably, like, the best versus everything now.
Pretty much. I mean, I think depending on where you are in your life, if you watch the current cast, you say, "Oh, these guys are great," because you don't know the other cast. The other cast.
Yep.
That's not part of your world. So I watched John Belushi, and I just was like, "Oh my God, I would love to do that. I really, really would love to do it. I think he's great." And then I was seeing other comedians. He's a comedic actor, but I saw like George Carlin, and I was like, man, I got to get into this comedy thing. And I don't know, several years later, I'm flying out to Chicago to audition for the Second City, and which is where John Belushi came from. That's where he got his start. And I wanted to get out there because my heroes were all from the Second City.
Okay.
And I said, I got to get in here. So the first time I went out there to see how do I get in, I ran into these two guys who would give me all the information that I needed, which turned out to be Chris Farley and Tim Meadows. Now, you have to know who they are, right? Chris Farley?
That name sounds so familiar.
Tommy Boy? Live in a van down by the river.
Are these songs?
No, they're just
movies?
they're pieces. They're
Tommy
Tommy
Boy
Boy's a
sounds
movie.
familiar. Okay, it sounds familiar.
what was the other one he did?
How-
Beverly Hills Ninja was. There's a couple. But anyway, I
His name sounds familiar.
yeah, I
So
mean,
know
I
of him.
met him before he was famous, and Tim Meadows is another guy who shows up in movies now, and
That's not Tiny Tim?
no, that's another person.
Okay.
Tiptoe Through Tulips is Tiny Tim.
Oh, Tiny Meadow sounds like Tiny Tim.
Tim Meadows.
Oh, okay. There you
Okay,
go.
Tiny Tim Meadows. So those guys told me what I had to do. I had to submit a resume. I had to picture and had to get a letter of recommendation. I had to do all that stuff and got it in. And then they said, well, come on out and audition. So I flew out to Chicago again and I auditioned and got in. And was one of those things where if I didn't get in, I would have been devastated because I really, really felt that's where I belonged.
Okay.
So that would have really, really hurt.
Well, this was for comedy, right?
Yes,
This
it
is
was
where
all
you
for
first started.
sketch comedy and improv.
Oh, improv is so much fun.
Yes,
Very fun.
lots
Now,
of fun.
If you could, or if you were asked, would you ever do Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yes, I would. In
Me
a
too.
second. I'm actually going to see those guys in March or April.
I'm having
in-
Greg Proops on my show.
Are you really? Well, these
I used
guys
to
are
watch
great.
him on my favorite Nickelodeon show, True Jackson VP.
I saw Ryan Stiles when he was in the Second City. So this is all, these
Colin
guys-
Macri is really funny. And Wayne Brady. Oh my god.
Yes. Wayne
Yeah, so
Brady's a
I
super
watch that show a
talented
lot
guy.
too. Yeah.
I have to tell you, in person, improv is a lot better than television. It doesn't. I mean, even though that's a good show,
Yeah.
but there's something that's really missing. It shrinks it.
I guess
and,
so.
and it's
Because
just
it's on TV, right?
yeah.
But they sexualize it a lot too.
And I mean, they also they overshoot it. They can take the best pieces, but I have a hard time watching it, even though that I love those guys and I think they're super talented.
Yep.
But the way that TV shrinks that medium, it really it's hard for me to watch. It's really much better in person.
You mean like in person to watch it? No, in person to do it yourself
Both.
with a group of people.
I'd rather do it than watch it.
Yeah, when
But-
I did a lot of acting when I was younger, I did Jodie Wood. I don't know if you ever heard of
Jodie Wood. No, I'm not sure who that is.
him. He's an acting coach. He was in Princeton, I think. Dad, was he in Princeton?
Princeton, yeah.
He was in
Princeton.
Princeton. But he was on he was like in a Lifetime movie. And then he was also on like a couple episodes of Sabrina the Teenage Witch
Oh, sure.
with Melissa Joan Hart. He was my acting coach. And we did a lot of like Zip Zap Zup.
Oh yeah. Yep.
They were probably like baby improv games, but they were fun to make.
No, but those games are what
Very
we
interesting.
still use as warm ups.
Ooh, okay
So
then.
that-
So I know some stuff.
Yeah, you do. No, definitely. That's Zip Zap Zup. Is a classic.
There was like a lot of and it got you in your role. You know what I mean? Like it actually made you feel kind of prepared versus like just jumping into the role.
Right.
I actually memorized my monologue from it. So like,
Yeah. Improvisation is just so important. I go to a lot of auditions, and casting directors will sometimes make a switch for a way that they want you to do something, and right on the spot. And if you can't adapt to that, then you're done. So improv really helps with that type of thing. And every single audition I've been on, and I've been on, I don't know, over 1,000, I'm sure, is different.
I was going to say, I know you've done a lot of shows too. And I want to know did you have your song to play or do you want us to get it we have to play the Shaft by Baracti.
Well, I don't even have that on I should have said that MP3. I didn't know what you played. If you were to play something,
No, you're fine.
that was from 2008.
Is it on like YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
Can we get it, Father? Can we get that song?
It's called the Barack theme.
Shaft.
Shaft, the song parody. Yeah, that was pretty cool, and I can tell you how that.
This is another owner of Hamilton Radio, my father and Ruben.
Hi, Ruben.
And I think it's pretty amazing, that all this music that you've done on top of it.
Yeah, and I'm not really a musician. I was a DJ for many years, a mobile DJ.
Okay.
But I'm not
With the one
really-
with like turntables and stuff, or me?
Yes.
Okay.
I started with turntables, and then cassettes came in, and then compact discs came in.
Was it more like records? No.
Yes,
Okay.
all vinyl. When I first started, it was all vinyl.
It was all vinyl. Yeah.
And
like
I-
every time I say I'm a DJ, people are like, "Can I book you?" I'm like, "Not the turntable kind of thing."
Yeah, that's what we used. And it used to take me 2 hours to set up. Now guys set up in 5 minutes.
Well, when they get your song actually ready, why don't you give us a little bit of information about it? First of all,
Okay.
why the theme? Like,
Okay.
why the name?
All right. So, a friend of mine from Massachusetts called me up and he says, do you think you can write a song parody? I said, sure, why not? And so he says, well, we need, Barack Obama's running for office, and we need to do a song that makes him like a hero. So what's something that you can make him turn him into a hero? And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't really know which way to go. And so then I realized that there was this movie called Shaft, And
Oh, that's okay. All right.
Right,
I got
so-
a little bit of information. Yeah.
yeah, so I said, man, that would be pretty cool if I just changed the words to that. And so I actually wrote it in just a couple of minutes, and then I sent it to my friend who said he's going to record it and finish it up. And I don't know, a couple days later, he sends back the track that he's going to, he's going to release. He had a contact that was going to get it to all these radio stations, and it was terrible. I mean, I said to him, I said, this is really, really bad. I said, please do not send this out there because it's not going to get airplay. It's horrendous. I said, let me do it over, and if you don't like it, do whatever you want. I just was like,
of course,
he just destroyed it. And so I used the contact that I had, a singer who sounds like the original, was Isaac Hayes. Was the original singer. I got a guy who kind of sounds like him, and I said, let's do it, and we went into a studio and recorded it the way you're supposed to record it, and we just, in like an hour and a half, we were done, and then the next day it was, it was ready to be released. So it was, it happened very, very quick, and I was really excited when we got done because I thought it sounded really good.
I think we should play it.
Okay.
You guys ready? Okay.
Oh, the top one, yeah, the top one. Oh, yeah, the one,
Okay,
the
no
one that says
problem.
Brett Eidmann next to it. Yeah, that's
So
it.
we are going to play that.
Oh, let's see if people like it. I mean, it's an oldie but goodie at this point.
Let's do it.
Wow, it's 11 years old. Time goes.
It's a good thing, though, right? Not really? Yeah.
That time goes fast.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want it to go fast.
Well, I just mean it was 11 years.
That went fast. Yeah, I guess.
It should be
So-
exciting.
Yeah, and it's short. It's not much of a commitment, with this song. So-
Well, if you ever want to do any more music,
Well, I have other things, but I don't know if it's appropriate to play on this on your show.
no problem. But I meant like if you're looking to record and stuff, our new studio, because this one's actually going to be knocked down, we're moving in the back.
Wow,
We are actually going to have a recording studio as well.
very cool.
So if you're interested in, or people, we'd
Sure.
like to help.
Okay, especially when people that live down in this area.
Yeah. Or people Any way we can help you too.
Cool, thank you.
And we're
But,
going to play this.
It got played on Imus in the Morning. He played it, and a ton of radio stations played it, and they either were fans of Barack Obama or they weren't, but they had their slant when they were done playing it. It was really it was pro-Obama, and actually the guy who asked me to do it, he was anti-Obama. So, but if you're gonna
But you
do,
had fun with it, and that's definitely what counts.
yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it got played, and it got played a lot, and I wanted to get, when they do the inauguration for the presidents, they have the inaugural balls and stuff, and all the parties and everything.
Yes.
I wanted to see if I can get the original artist Isaac Hayes to get him this song, and to see if maybe he can actually do it at one of the inaugurations. But while I was trying to get a hold of him, he died.
Oh.
So I was like, well, that's the end
Well,
of that.
that's not going to end.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I was
well,
like,
that's
oh,
very sad.
yeah,
Rest
yeah.
in peace.
yes.
All right. And they're just getting ready to turn the song on. That's all.
Are we on? They actually see me like
We are
right
Facebook
now?
Live right now. Yes, we are.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I would have took my like I'm wearing a red shirt on. I would have like.
You are good.
I
It's
didn't know. I
okay.
didn't know this was like TV. I thought it was just a podcast / like just a radio show.
Yeah, radio show, but we are Facebook Live as well.
And
It's
I'm wearing a
okay.
red
You look fine.
Oh
You're
my
good.
goodness! Are
And
you
you-
sure?
Yes, you're
All
good.
right. I didn't. What's that? I've been live. Every once in a while, I'm alive. But
We
but,
all are, right?
But I didn't know that. I would have wore a jacket and I would have dressed up.
I guess I need to be the person next time to say that.
Yeah.
I thought I said. I told you Facebook Live.
I didn't. Oh, jeez. I apologize.
Yes, we are ready. Thank you.
Everybody needs a little rest.
Who's the best candidate gonna fix healthcare before it's too late? You're damn right. Who is the man who changed the economy for the working man? Can you dig it? Who's the cat that'll get our troops out? He knows what Iraq is all about. Right on. Some say Barack is a young mother. I'm just talking about Barack. He's an educated man who wants to be your president, man. Barack Obama. You gotta vote for this man.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
We are back and we are ready to roll. Why do I have an echo in my ear? It was weird. Okay, no problem. No problem. No, don't be embarrassed. It's okay. You're fine. You're still gonna have a great show no matter what. We are gonna have a great show.
No, a friend of mine that was singing, and I wrote it, and we knocked it out, and we were really fortunate enough to get a lot of airplay with it. You remember Imus in the Morning? You know, he played it, and John King on CNN, and it was fun.
I mean, that was good though. Even if you just wrote it, that was dope.
Yeah, I mean, we took the track, the original track. You know, we recreated the track, and then we just put it out really fast. You know, right before the election, and see, and he got in. So it must have been because of the song.
The song helped everything.
So how do I put this on Facebook Live?
So you're gonna go to your Facebook
I'm going to my Facebook,
and go to the recent post that I tagged you in.
All right, let's see here.
Probably on your wall. Do you have? Is that an iPhone 4S?
I
Is that a
think
5?
so. Oh, there we go. That's you. No, I put that up there.
All right, let me see. Or you're gonna go to. All right, so go back to your dash.
Go back to my dash. This is my page, but you want me to go back to the dash?
Yeah, because you're gonna
Okay.
type in search. Type in just DJ Dani Show. Right there. Look,
All
I'm the
right.
first person that came up.
Absolutely.
So you're gonna scroll down.
Scroll down.
And we're just showing him how to share this page, guys. And you're going to be
Okay.
sharing scroll down. And it should be that one, right?
That one. So now I just share it.
Yes, you should.
Cool.
Wait, does that say 42 shares?
Yeah. That's a lot of shares. So
Yes.
I'm on. There's 5 people that are watching on this phone?
Yes, yep. It's right here on my phone as well if you look to the left.
Okay.
But you shared it?
I think so.
Okay.
Hold on. No, this is sharing.
Yep, so then you would hit share now. Perfect. So you just shared it.
Oh, cool.
You know
So
how to use Facebook.
I mean, I've done Facebook Live, but I didn't know it. I don't know how this all works.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Why don't we talk a little bit about some of the previous shows that you were on?
Well, the latest thing I did was Daredevil on Netflix.
Okay, that's the thing that you emailed me about. So you were on season 3,
Season 3,
episode 8.
which I think is the last season. It
Okay.
hasn't gotten picked up yet.
What's
by s-
Daredevil about? I feel like I've heard of it.
It's a superhero, Marvel superhero. Yeah, I'm season 3, episode 8.
Okay.
So it's a superhero who is blind.
Oh,
And he
wow.
also,
Okay, that
so-
actually sounds really interesting.
It's really, really cool. It's very dark, but it's very cool.
Can be as dark as Lucifer.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's
Something like that.
It's bizarre.
Okay.
I mean, and it's really cool. I mean, and he basically fights crime by using his other senses. So you know, he hears, he smells, he's great at what he does.
Well, I like to binge watching shows when I'm home, so that might be another one.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sorry that Netflix canceled it, but there was rumors out that that another network may pick it up, including one of the Disney-owned networks.
Okay.
I don't know. I hope it does. It
Well,
would be
hopefully
good.
they take you too.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd like to go back again.
What did you
sure.
do in the episode?
I played a guy. His name is Mikey, who is at a meeting, and I just kind of like I get in a couple of like one-liners in, and a guy says, "Oh, we're getting to the most important part of the evening," and I say, "Like dessert," and like you need another cannoli. The guy says to me, and then the lawyer gets up. One of the lawyers in the room says, "Well, I'm not going to take too much time with this," and then I say said every lawyer ever, that just being the guy to just get in the zingers. So it was a lot of fun. They were great to me. They treated me like a big star, and I didn't want to tell them that I wasn't.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
No, it was,
Did you get some alcohol on set? Because that's how
No.
you know you're a big star when that happens. Or are they just bringing you food?
They were bringing me food, but I don't drink, so
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then.
yeah. I mean, it was
Water?
really- yeah, that I drink. Yeah, that I drink. It was really weird. Like I got there early in the morning, and they said, would you like breakfast? And I said, sure. They said, well, what would you like? And I said, well, I don't know. What do you have? and they said to me, whatever you want. So I said, all right, hot cereal. They said, okay, fine. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Wow. No, I would have requested. Well, I'm a vegetarian, but I would request everything I can. You know what I mean? Just say it.
One of each.
Exactly. I mean, they're telling you it's
Yeah.
kind of like.
Well, that's what I eat. I eat hot cereal. So I
Oatmeal?
was okay. Cream of wheat.
Oh, okay. I've actually never had cream of wheat.
It's real good.
Is it kind of like grits? No, it's different.
It's, I'm trying to think. How about farina?
Is that a company?
But it's also like wheat. I don't know. I don't know how to describe. Anybody know how to describe cream of wheat? It's wheat. I
Just
don't
wheat
know.
with cream in it?
It's a lot of salt.
Okay.
It's probably terrible for you. It's full of carbs.
But it's filling?
It is filling for a few hours.
That works. That really
It works. It gets you through to
We
lunch.
actually have one of my friends, Nico Dorenzo, that's tuning in. He's a musician as well, and I think he did a little bit of acting.
Oh, cool.
So we have
Hello,
a lot
Nico.
of people that could be tuning in for acting. And, when you're looking for someone, too, with acting and stuff, I can help you out with that, too.
Very cool.
Had a lot of actors on my show, too.
You're like a one-stop shop.
I can be.
All right.
So a little bit with your comedy.
Right.
Show me some.
How do I show you something? I mean,
Well, what is exactly your favorite bit that you do? You want to show the world your Facebook Live. You're all over the world right now.
I mean, I do characters when I do my when I do improv. I'm with a group called Hudson Valley Improv.
Okay. I love
And,
characters.
And we have a show coming up. Can I promote that show?
Of course you can. Why would you ask that, Brett? You're allowed to promote whatever your heart desires.
Yeah, I want to make sure I get that in there.
I seriously love that you asked, but that's
Yeah, I don't want to be like one of these guys. Oh, just a push thing.
he's like, I just came on the show. Can I promote this? Of course you can. I'm going to have you be promoting your stuff a little bit later
I got a
anyways.
bunch of things to promote, but
Oh my God.
but I didn't
Take
wanna,
it away.
Yeah, but I didn't want to be like, oh, God, this guy.
And you even have your
This guy's gonna be sitting around just talking about himself and his gigs and how exciting is
Hey,
that?
you even have your CDs you want to give away. So if you have a question or anything you want to say that stumps the caller, you can give one away as well.
Whatever you want. You want a CD? We'll give you a CD.
There you
want
go.
me to come over and power wash your house? I'll do it.
What is on your CDs?
Comedy bits. Oh, thank
I
you.
have some water.
He could-
No, it's okay. You're good.
What's on the CD? We have bits. I don't know if any of this is playable here. I don't know. Do you do you have any kind of morals or ethics on this show?
It's just family friendly. So if cursing
Yeah. I
is
would,
included, it's not a problem.
I mean, there's a couple of things in here, but I don't know.
Thank you.
We were doing a political thing before. This is I don't like Bush is on here, the George Bush thing. But
Okay. I mean, if you want to give one to my father, he can put one in and we can play some songs from that too. Whatever you want
just
to
be
do.
very, very careful. Oh, you know what? I have clean tracks on here.
Okay. That's fine.
I
Whatever.
forgot about that. I have a whole section of the clean ones.
We also have a comedy comedy channel. Do we still have the comedy channel right now? All right. Well, when we get a comedy channel back, we can also play all that too on your
Cool.
comedy channel, and
Great,
that
thank
could
you.
be all
And
graphic.
They played this every single track on here has been played on Sirius and XM.
Daddy,
and
we need to
XM.
bring it to Hamilton Radio
Um,
now. We're competing with Sirius. No,
So yeah, I was very. So
I'm like thirsty. I'm just
yeah,
drinking
me too.
water.
So I'm trying to think. I think you could play number 13. I mean, if
Yeah. Can you take number 13 for us, Ruben?
yeah, 13
So he can
would,
go
would
over
work
a
because
little
it's
bit.
clean and it's nice. It's a fun song. Oh, I wanted to mention the Hudson Valley Improv thing. That's on February 16th at the brewery in Kingston, New York.
Okay. Brewery.
So,
Nice.
In Kingston, New York, Hudson Valley Improv. It's improv with a twist.
That sounds very exciting and
Yes.
fun.
Yes.
What is the twist?
The well, the twist is kind of like how can it's part fantasy, it's part technological, it's I don't know how do you describe it. Let's see, part campy,
Okay.
part maybe science
Exciting.
fiction.
Very
Yeah,
different.
it's very, very, very different.
Okay.
And it's based on that type of thing. And then, plus we're taking suggestions from the audience. And it's very cool. I mean, we're doing, a bunch of games and with that type
Come
of
to New
twist.
Jersey. I
Yeah.
want to come.
Well, we would, Hudson Valley Improv performs all over the place. So if we come to Jersey, we'll let you know. But that's on February 16th.
All right. Just let him finish promoting and then we can play it, Ruben.
Oh, you want me to go? I'll go through whole in February 7th. I'm up in Rhinebeck, New York. Everything's New York. Rhinebeck, New York, doing a reading of a play, and it's Howell Playwrights in Rhinebeck, which is where Paul Rudd has a candy store.
I love Paul Rudd.
Yeah, he's great. So if
Have you
go-
met him?
No.
You really should.
All right, I'll go to the candy store. Maybe he'll be there.
Is he there? Or he just owns it?
He owns it with another person, and I think he stops in once in a while. So I will stop.
You got to
in.
have like that easy, like right when you go in, you have that moment where you're like, is he here? And then boom, you run into him.
Well, if they have candy, I'll be there, and I'll be happy either
Me
way.
too. Yes.
Um,
Oh, Tom Gardner just tuned in and he said, hi, Brett.
Oh, tell him. Hi, Tom. Oh, I can tell him. Hey, Tom. Tom's. Yes, I do. Oh, very nice. The Reverend. Yeah, wow, we go back a long way. I haven't talked to him in so many years.
Bring it up.
Really,
Have him
really,
call in.
really good comedian.
Remember, you can have people call in too.
Oh, call in.
You can have people call in to talk to you.
Whatever the number that's on your screen, I guess. I don't know.
609
Okay, 609
807
807
2492.
2492.
There you go.
All right, so they got the number and it's on the screen.
Yes, it is.
All right, cool. Since I'm promoting, on March 28th, I'm producing a film festival, which is Rhino Comedy Shorts. It's just comedy shorts, anything less than 10 minutes.
Oh.
And it's in Suffolk, New York at Rhino Comedy. So if anybody wants to submit to that, they only have about 35 days to submit because this is on March 28th.
No, this is just comedy bits,
Just
right?
comedy, anything under 10 minutes. So we have a couple things that are like a minute and a half, and they're really funny. And I'm getting films from like all over the place.
Ruben, do you know of anyone that could commit? Comedian? Because he is, with Hamilton Radio, we do Iron Horse Films, so we have our own film
Cool.
industry as well.
Very nice.
And he's the owner and producer of that. So
Wow. Everything. What don't you do?
I don't know. What don't we do? Be honest. We're trying to do a lot of stuff. So
Well, that's
conquer
good.
everything.
Why not?
Yeah.
You only live once. Oh, great.
So
All right. I'll come in and read. I can read. I can read on a fifth grade level, but I can read.
but make sure it's a good time. No, I'm just kidding. You got caught in traffic.
Yeah, make sure it's not during rush hour.
Not during rush hour. Yeah.
And make sure the weather is good and there's no accidents on
You're
the
gonna
turnpike.
get a lot of gigs here too. I see
right.
it. I see it happening. We grow big here with the station.
All right.
And
cool.
if you feel positive and great energy with
I feel
being
fine.
on my show,
I feel great.
you'll
I feel
love it
excellent.
here.
I'm not even stressed out from the trip. I'm
How
unwinding.
far was it?
It's about 90 miles.
Is that like an hour? 2 hours?
Well, if you do 1 mile a minute, No, it's an hour and a half.
Okay.
But that's without traffic. If you go 60 miles an hour and you travel 90 miles, it's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That's the
But it depends on like traffic.
yes, and accidents and weather. What else? I just did since I'm just I feel weird just like stroking myself here like this am I allowed to say that?
You
Can
were
I
allowed
say
to
that?
there you go. There's this comedy, guys.
Yeah,
It's
there we
coming all
go.
out.
Yeah,
Slowly but
that's-
surely, it's coming out.
Sitting here just rambling off like things that I'm doing. I just
Yeah,
did
promote
I did
yourself.
a comedy. Well, it's not really. It's a comedy. It's not a comedy short, but it was very. I guess like a horror short.
Ooh, okay. I love horror.
Called Teddy, and it's
That's why you're in the doctor office.
yes.
See, I follow you.
Yes. So it's directed by Tom Bentley, who is a excellent filmmaker, and we finished that, and I'm sure that's going to be ending up, in film festivals. I think it's only about 5 or 6 minutes long, and so I'm the doctor who gives the mother bad news, and then I believe that the daughter, goes on a little bit of a rampage, and she's a little kid, and I guess the Teddy's all possessed and. I didn't even see the rest of the script. I only, yeah, it's nasty stuff. I didn't see the whole script. I only saw my part.
Yeah.
They don't want to show me everything, and so that's kind of what I'm doing.
I kind of feel like I had a deja vu moment when you said that, because with Ruben over there, we actually did a horror murder mystery
Cool.
years ago when we were younger. My mother played a doctor, and she was telling were you telling the dad or the mom the bad news? Because it was like a deja vu moment how you said it backwards.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and she was the doctor.
She was the doctor.
That's how we all met.
Oh, okay.
And I was in it, and I was eating a burger and French fries. I was an extra.
Oh, okay. That's a start.
Got my film, but now I'm a vegetarian, so no bueno.
Okay. That was the first time I ever played a doctor in anything. Yeah, it's the first time I played doctor since I was about 5 years old.
Well,
We won't go there.
well, we have your one song to play as well. So what's it about? Or what's it based out of? What's it called?
Okay, well, the song that they're going to play is Ode to Scruffy, and which actually I haven't heard in a long time. It was based on dogs that are just a real hassle. I mean, I love dogs, and then sometimes, dogs are a very heavy-duty commitment. Excuse me.
Somebody who was on a burp or
Excuse
something.
me.
Excuse me, yes.
We love our pets.
Speaking of that, I just saw the dog movie in theaters.
It's called The Dog Movie?
It's called The Dog from... And it's based off of the other dog movie that they just released. Like, it was a Dog Saved Your Life was one of them. And then there was another one that just came out where basically the dog comes back again in this movie, but it's very emotional. I cried.
So the dog has supernatural powers?
No, it loses where it's supposed to be, but it wants to go back home to its parent, like its owner.
Is that a kid's film? Or is it just it sounds like a little
Adult.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
And I cried. Dog movies get you in tears when that stuff happens.
Sure. Well, this song is for dog lovers. I mean, I'm a dog lover, but dogs are high maintenance.
Yep.
And
I'm a cat lover too.
Yeah, I could do without cats.
I am a cat lover.
Well, that's fine.
And this is a good song.
Well, I think it's okay. I wouldn't have put it out, but I mean, some people maybe will think it's garbage. But I mean, it's really
honesty is the best policy.
yeah, I mean, if it's garbage, it's garbage. But it got airplay, and Dr. Demento turned it into a #1 song on his radio show, which was really cool. He's been very nice to me. And that's about it. It doesn't have a happy ending, but it's a fun song.
We're gonna play it. Well, thanks for that.
He's too cocky. He's too. I love you more than anything for oh so many years. And now that you're in heaven, I am only left with tears as I look back at all the good times and loving memories. The walks we took together, I feel you'll always be with me. But most of all, I'll miss who kisses my vomit on the kitchen floor. Everywhere I went, I always seemed to step on more. Dog hair in my pickup and my bed you'd always haul. Poop, piss, and vomit, I'll never get another dog. I follow you and pick up all your poop and you would watch. My friends would all come over and you would run and smell their crotch. You lick your ass and lick my face and you'd expect a pat. They say that you are man's best friend, but that's a bunch of crap. Poop, piss, and vomit, your neck I'd love to squeeze. My wife and kids are scratching hard because she gave them fleas. My friends all try to warn us that a dog would drive me nuts. Poop, piss, and vomit, God, I really hate your guts. Well, all right. Get over here. Get over here. Get off the couch. Come on now. What did you do? Bad dog. I said bad dog. Stop humping my leg. Get off my leg. Come on. What did you do? I remember our last walk we took to the county fair. I had to use the porta john, so I tied you to a chair. When I came out, I couldn't find you, but I heard you squeal. I looked up and saw you. Oops, I tied you to the Ferris wheel. Damn! Poop, piss, and vomit, cause you lost your doggy brains. Now there's liquefied purina just pumping through your veins. You're on canine life support, your grave already dug. Oh, hell, I hate you anyway. I just pulled a doggone plug. Rest in peace, you mangy mutt.
All right. So we just heard.
Oh, to Scruffy. Oh, thank you. Wow. A sitting
Oh,
ovation.
I should ask if you could do one of these songs live.
I could have done that one live, but you know, next time we'll do live stuff, I guess.
Next time, hopefully, it'll be at the new studio.
Yes.
And I'll be more prepared. No, I'm just kidding.
And I'll get here on time.
No problem. We're still having a great show and everything. No problem. I
Hey,
think this
you,
is
You want me to push more stuff?
whatever you want to do. I'd like to know what did you do on SNL and Law and Order and a couple of other things you did. I know you were on Funny or Die.
Yes, Funny or Die, and College Humor.
College Humor's funny.
On Law and Order, I played a guy who was wiretapping somebody. This is like when Jerry Orbach was on the show like a million years ago.
A million.
And I think every actor in New York has been on Law and Order. If you're an actor in New York, you've been on Law and Order. I think it's on everybody's resume. You have to have that on there. And then the SNL stuff, I've done all different types of things on there. Anything from playing the drums to security guards dragging people off the set, and what else have I done on that show? I played a tree, you know, like that kind of stuff.
Okay,
you know.
but you still have like the acknowledge for being on that show, and you could put it on your resume and stuff. Versus somebody that just
Yeah, I mean,
walks in the audience.
I've been down there like 7 or 8 times to do things, and I mean, for a while I was like getting a lot of action, and I couldn't do the show all the time because they would call me, you know, a day, 2 days before, because they have a cast.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
So the cast, you know, that's who does all the bits.
Exactly.
So they would call me at the last minute, and I was usually working, and I couldn't make it. So after like 3 times of saying no to them, they stopped calling me. So, but I'm actually, you know, I still will do the show once in a blue moon if they call, you know, if I'm available. And the Funny or Die stuff, I did after doing College Humor. College Humor was in New York City, and they left. They still have an office there, but they brought the production out west, and some guys went with them. Some guys stayed back in New York and joined other places like
Horses.
Funny or Die. So one of the guys that I knew from College Humor moved over to Funny or Die, and then he called me in to do something. And I've done 3 or 4 different pieces with them. The last one I did with them was with Bruce Willis, and that was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. So I hope they call again, but mostly they do their stuff out in LA.
Have you worked with Jim Gaffigan? Or do you know of him? Because I know he put something on your thing. No, I like. We're big fans of Jim Gaffigan here. How much
Well,
we-
you should be. He's a great comedian.
He is. He's
I
funny
was
as heck.
I was friends with him for I guess I can call him my friend. I mean, we're not enemies. He's a nice guy.
Yes.
Um,
Well, I know of him.
I used to hang out with him all the time back in the day when we were doing open mics together.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And he was always funny. I used to always laugh at him. And then I saw him, I guess about a year ago, 2 years ago maybe. I was at a show to support another comedian, and I'm sitting at a table with 3 other people that I don't even know, and we start talking, and they were asking me about comedy and everything, and I said, well, I knew Jim Gaffigan, and they said, oh, I understand he comes in here once in a while. I said, well, that's cool. He stops in and does sets all over the place.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a feeling that like these guys are not buying what I'm saying, like I'm full of it or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but what am I going to do about that? The MC is on stage. He says, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special treat for you. Here he is, Jim Gaffigan. So Gaffigan goes on stage, and I'm sitting there, and like it's nice to see my old friend.
Yeah.
And I see him looking over at me, and sometimes I say, well, is that in your head, or is he really looking at you? Is he making good eye contact with everybody in the room?
Yep. Or just looking at you.
Or, whatever. So after his set was over, on stage, he walks right over to me to say hello. And it was nice for him to do that.
Yeah.
And then it also like proved to those other guys sitting at my table that
you know
I wasn't lying or making up a story.
That was nice. Though.
Yeah, I was like,
that
"Thank you,
was like
thank you, Jim."
That like saved you. I mean, it really wasn't like you had to prove yourself anyways.
Right.
But it still was nice to just.
But so many people are full of it.
I
So
know.
many people are full of it, and it's
Yeah.
like, and I would never say that if it wasn't,
Yep. But yeah,
and
that's just.
but he
America.
just like he sewed the deal up like, okay, this guy was actually he's honest.
That's awesome though. Yeah, no, he's a great comedian.
He's really great.
Other comedians that you look up to, or you like to see, like to watch him.
I love Todd Barry. I was a big fan of George Carlin. He was my favorite. And Chris Rock, I think, is excellent. Who else? Well, Bob Levy. You said hello before, so I'll say Bob Levy. He's great. That's
Do you like Rob Schneider?
yes. I think
I
so.
had his wife on my show.
Oh, really?
Have you seen Real Rob on Netflix
No.
or heard of it?
Yes, I've heard of it.
It's an amazing show.
I will catch it.
I had his one friend Jamie Lissow on my show as well.
What does Jamie Lissow do? I've heard that name before.
He's the comedian.
Oh.
He's best friends with Rob Schneider, so every single thing that they do is like
He's part of it.
Adam Sandler, David Spade, like everybody's just
Okay, yeah. Well,
they're all like that clique.
they all work for Adam.
I guess you could say that.
Well, he's very loyal to his friends, and
Well,
he
every
brings them
time
along.
Adam gets a job, he tries to get them. Yeah, exactly.
He's a good. I met him a couple of times, but
He's nice. I'm trying to get David Spade, but he's gross. He's a dirty comedian comic, but yeah. I can let it slide maybe. On
but
my show.
Adam is really cool, and then he's very loyal to his friends, and
He's also
why-
on Real Rob too.
Oh, really? He
Rob
shows
brought
up?
him. Yeah.
Yeah, so see, that's a whole circle.
There's a lot of cameos.
Okay, it's a lot of cameos. Oh, those guys are friends. They go back a long way, from SNL days, and maybe
That's where they. Okay. that
maybe
makes
even
sense.
before that,
Well,
doing
every
stand-up.
movie that either of them are due, one of them are in it.
Right.
Like I'm like, there's Rob.
Well, I
Hot
think
chick,
also Adam
like-
Sandler's production company produces the Rob,
Rob.
Schneider.
Yeah, they help and stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah, they're really good friends though.
So yeah, those are really good comedians, and
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Maniscalco. Yeah,
Maniscalco.
he's really, really good.
I'm trying to get him too.
Good luck with that one. He's the hottest thing on the
He
planet
is
right now.
Funny though.
He is really.
I think I really love it that it was just mostly a lot of the stuff is Italian and I'm Italian.
Okay.
So it like hits me kind of, but it's like in a funny way. You know what I mean? Like
well,
they reach out.
because his material is based in reality. He's not reaching, for something. He's that happens. He says he speaks the truth. I think he's great. I mean, how many guys can sell at the Garden? I think he did 4 shows or something. Like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
He's amazing, and I think he's doing a sitcom.
He did one on Netflix too.
Yeah,
he's doing a show.
Stand up. Yeah, he may be doing a sitcom. I think he was working on it, but he's great. And I also like Dice Clay.
Mm-hmm.
I like him a lot. And I was sorry that what's that? The Star is Born film didn't win like the other night, best ensemble.
Oh, okay.
I
actually haven't seen that, but I know
it's
what you're
really,
talking
it's
about.
really
Of
excellent.
what you're talking about.
And because I would have liked to have seen maybe if Dice was there, he would have gone up. Because I think he's been around a long time, and he could use that. I think that'd be really cool for him because he was really good in Stars Born.
Okay. Well, I was going to let you know before we end the show soon. Next time you're at the studio, if you'd like, I can have a couple of comedians call in, maybe to do collaboration with you or anything. Or I can have Jamie Lisso call in. He's one of my great friends. If you'd like to get to know
we'll
me.
do live improv?
No, you could do that. Or you could just talk to him. Maybe he'll give you like a phone number or he'll give you your email and you guys can collab sometime. You know, if you're ever out there, if you're ever in New York, I know he's in New York a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
Right now he's in Australia, I think. That's
What's
where
he
he is.
doing there?
I have no idea, but last time he FaceTimed me on my iPad, and I was actually so happy. I was like, you're the first person that just wanted my phone number
There you go.
versus like anything. So I was like happy about that. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming up with you as well with all your promotions.
Yeah, I'm kind of like not doing much stand up.
Okay.
It's kind of lost a little bit of its punch for me.
So these are a lot more.
So these are like I'm doing
improv.
With Hudson Valley Improv, I'm doing shows with them.
Yes.
I'm doing short films. I'm doing regular films, and I really enjoy that. When I'm writing, I've been working on a one-man show for a long time, but I'm not ready yet for that. I have to really edit like crazy. It's 84 pages and it's way too long. So
Oh my God, Brett, what?
yeah, it's way too long, and I'm trying to figure out. And I visit it quite a bit, and I edit, but I have to get it down to 55, 60 pages.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long it's going to take me to do that, but I did a one-man show several years ago, and it was quite a project.
Well, I do want to appreciate you being here tonight.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Even if you came a little late, that's totally fine. But we got you for next time.
You know what? Next time I'll come early. I'll be here
You know what?
hours
That's
early.
fine, because we can always get pizza right next door or whatever if
Okay.
you'd like. And then come back over and anything you'd like to do with that, we could try to help.
Cool.
To
Thank
make
you.
it easier and better. But like I said, for your next show, when we book it and so forth like that, we'll be at the new place. And I'll have a couple of comedians.
We'll do improv.
We'll
do
play
live
Zip Zap
songs.
Zup.
We'll do-
Maybe
yeah.
I'll get another comedian in here and we
Sure.
can really have fun.
I could
okay?
bring somebody with me. We could.
You could do that
we
too.
could do improv games right on your show.
I'm
And
playing.
We can warm up with Zip Zap Zup.
All right, let's get more games and we could do something about a hat. But that sounds awesome to me and I'm excited.
All right. We just need a location and an object.
No problem. I want to appreciate you being here so much. Real quick, just promote
Thank
the
you
rest
very
of the
much.
events that you have and where people can find you and what.
Oh yeah. Couple of things. Real fast.
Go on.
There's a film that we won 7 awards called In the Name of Comedy.
Ooh.
And it's available on iTunes, Amazon, and Google Play. And it's a documentary about a stunt that I did, a video stunt that backfired on me, and people seem to like it. So it's In the Name of Comedy, and it's, like I said, it's available. It's only about 19 minutes long, so it's a short film. They should check it out if they can because it's entertaining.
Okay.
And also BrettEidmann.com if they wanted to.
Perfect. And now I have your number, so I don't have to call you a messenger.
There you go. Good. Yeah,
All right.
that sounds good. So thank you for having me. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much. We're just going to take a quick picture real quick, and then I'll
Sure.
see you in maybe a couple months. I'll
Great,
contact
thank
you,
you.
okay? Thank you so
Excellent.
much.
Thank you. We didn't give away any of these, but